Welcome back to the Architectural Orthographic instructional series. All throughout this series we have been emphasizing that it is more efficient and accurate to build up the drawings progressively and to develop the various views more or less simultaneously. Once the main bones of the drawings are in place, we should add in the remaining detail. In this instance, we will add in elements such as the built-in seat, the bracing elements and the timber screen, as well as small things like the location of the downpipes. It is important to concentrate and to ensure that such elements are picked up in all of the views. When we start working in 3D CAD, this is done automatically, and so the coordination is not as problematic. However, the process of constructing or building up the drawings through progressive layers is the same whether we hand draw or document the building in CAD. Here we have added in the detail of the screens, seat and downpipe, paying close attention that the order of the elements, the subtle way that the ordering works, gives the viewer almost subliminal cues to reading the drawing, so make sure that the line order is correct. Once all the drawings are complete, it is time to arrange and coordinate the separate drawings on the final layout sheets. In this instance, we are laying out the plans on one sheet and the elevations and sections on another. We are including a simple title bar running along the bottom of the sheet. Typically a title bar would run along the right hand side of the sheet as a column, but in this instance it's okay to provide a more subtle title block along the bottom, as we are not producing a construction set of drawings. Make sure that we retain the grid referencing and that each drawing has a title. Usually we name the plans simply as plans, in this case plan, reflected ceiling plan and roof plan. We don't need to coordinate them back to the sections. If we had a multi-story building, we would usually add level 1 plan, level 2 and so on. If the plan was specific or in an unusual position or cut plane, in that instance we would then make a specific cross-reference to the section. Looking at our title bar, we have included the primary project information, including the drawing number, the drawing title, the scale, who it's drawn by, north point, the name of the project and the name of the client. We have started numbering the plan from 100. Numbering the plan as a 100 series is common practice. It is good practice to include a scale bar as well as a written scale, so that we can check scale on printed or reproduced drawings. We have also shown a north point in this instance. This will help us name our elevations on the following sheet. The last thing to take note of is the section coordination. We have embellished this section marker to indicate where the section is cut and the direction of the view, as well as the name of the section. The section name is always shown on the upper hemisphere of the icon. The lower hemisphere shows the sheet number that the section is drawn on. This makes it easy to navigate between the plan and the section when they're on different sheets. So in this instance, for section A, we would have to refer to sheet number 200. Note that we have added the other missing short elevation. It is a simple reflection of the previously drawn short elevation, so it doesn't take us too long to produce. For the workshop, note that we only need to produce 2 sections and 2 elevations. Note that when we label the grids on the sections and elevations, they are orientated correctly to the plan. The numbering of the grid should not be arbitrary, and we should always be consistent. This is in some ways like a secondary coordination device. We have included the title bar similar to the plan sheet. This sheet is numbered as 200. Elevations and sections are commonly numbered in a 200 series. The reason we number in such large integers or in series of 100 is that if we are working on a large project where we are developing drawings over time, it makes it easier for us to insert new drawings into the set. If we simply numbered the drawings sequentially, say 1, 2, 3, 4, inserting a drawing is difficult because we have no gaps in the series. By numbering all of the plans in a 100 series, we can keep all the plans with the prefix 100, and the same with the elevations and sections as a 200 series and so on. It just makes it easier to manage a longer, more complicated job. If we also have a look at the section title, you can see that the section cross-refers back to the plans to show on what sheet the section cut is indicated. The elevations are also labelled according to their orientation as per the north point on the plans. That concludes this series. We will discuss drawing details and entourage in subsequent instructional videos. Good luck.